Namaskar. Welcome to the example number 5 for the event Abroad Travel. In this example, we are going to study a male chart that boy who was undergoing undergraduation. Immediately after the UG, he wanted to do PG in abroad. For his higher studies, he wanted to go abroad immediately after the completion of the undergraduation in the same year. So now we have to check whether, first of all, the destiny planets are supportive for such a travel abroad and also studies in abroad. And next one is whether Dasa Lord is favorable for that. And within that same Dasa Bugdi, which is running at the time of his completion of the UG, whether that is supportive, Dasa Bugdi and also an Antra, which are running during that period, are supportive for travel abroad. Let us check now. Example number 5, abroad travel for higher studies. Now let us examine the birth chart. This is the birth chart of the male, example number 5. Before going to the self-signification study, let us do the general study. Let me open North Indian chart. And now let us do the basic study. Lagna is falling 25 degrees 58 minutes in Scorpio. 12th cusp also falling in the same sign in the initial degree, 0 degree 5 minutes. So then what happens? Then 6th and 7th, both cusps will be falling in the Taurus. You can see here Jupiter, Venus, Rahu, Sun, Mercury, 5 planets are posted in the 12th sign to the Lagna, but as per degree Bhava, they are posted in the 11th house. So 5 planets in the 11th house is obviously going to be a good one, because many planets will be in the sign, star, and some of these planets will indicate 11th house. That is good. Okay. Now, third Lord, Saturn. Third Lord Saturn is posted in own sign in the third house, in the Aquarius sign, watery sign. And ninth Lord Moon. Ninth Lord Moon posted in the sign of Taurus. There is no, that connection between Saturn and Moon, but Moon is ninth Lord posted in the sign of Venus. You can see Rahu, Venus, Jupiter all posted in the sign of Libra. So Rahu is indirectly getting the connection to the Moon. Because Rahu also important planet, because Rahu is an Karaga planet for abroad travel, that too posted in the posted in the in the Aries sign in the 11th house. Now Jupiter is aspecting to the Saturn. Jupiter is conjoined with Venus and Rahu. It is aspecting to Saturn. That is good. And Moon is indirectly conjoined to the Rahu. That is also fine. Now, ninth Lord is not directly connecting to the third house or 12th house, but it is supportive because ninth Lord is well posted, and also that to the 6th house, and it indirectly conjoined with the Rahu, and Venus also posted in the same sign, that is in the Libra. And that Moon is aspecting to the Lagna and also 12th house, that is also fine. And Saturn is aspected by Mars. So Mars is 12th Lord. That is aspecting to the Saturn. So third Lord aspected by 12th Lord, but from the 8th house. That is indicating some obstacles, but in the sign of Moon. So Moon influence also will be there on Mars. So 12th Lord occupying 8th house, it is bad because 8th house is obstacles, but Mars in the sign of Moon, 9th Lord posted in the 6th house, that is supportive. So anyway, third Lord aspected by the 12th Lord, And ninth lord is not getting aspect from the Saturn or Mars. But as already discussed, that ninth lord is getting some support, getting support from the Jupiter and Rahu, right? So it is indicating third house and 12th house and ninth house are also connected, because Mars in the sign of Moon, ninth house is connected. So Mars is aspecting to the Saturn. So that way they are all 3, 9, 12 houses are connected. Rahu also connected, and Lagna Lord also Mars only, that is also connected. That way it is good only. Anyway, let us check the self significations and also that Dasa periods. I have selected the event already. Since the many planets are in one sign, so the conjunction aspect, everything, there will be many planets. So you can see one EPS table is taking full screen. Because level wise, when we study, many planets will be coming. All planets will have that many planets in supports. Because of that, it is indicating such a higher, that height of that each row is increasing. Anyway, now let us check the significators. Just a minute. Let us examine the self significators. Ketu 5, and second planet is Mars 1, 5, 12, 8, 3, 7, 11. It is supportive but not bad. So we can say Ketu, we can give blue color. Occupying 8th house Mars, some weakness, but having 1, 5, 12 and 3, 7, 11 are good. And Venus planet. Venus is 6th lord, 7th lord occupying 6, 7, 11 lord and occupying 11th house, 2 and 5. They are all supportive houses because of the 7, 11, 11 or playing, I mean, and 5th house also playing, that is all supportive. Rahu also having supportive houses, no detrimental houses. So Venus also we can give blue color because of these 6, 7, 11 and 11, right? And second star lord, it is not bad because it is not talking about the, it is not indicating any unfavorable eighth house are connected to that. And it is also CST second house is, it is talking about the professional prospects. And Sun is 11th occupant. It is, you can see Sun is not, it is losing its lordship because of the cuspal interception. 11th occupant and 6 and 10. So Sun is also blue. You can see many planets are having 11th house. And Moon, 9th lord occupying 6th house, 4 and 12 cuspal sublord. This is for the event of studies abroad. So 4 and 12, 9 is good. So Moon, we can see it is green color, definitely green. 9, 6, 4 and 12, dark green also we can make because 4 is for the purpose of travel. And Mars, 1, 5, 12 is good. Occupying 8 house indicating some obstacles. And 3, 7, 11 are good. And so this is good only because of the 8, it is having some weakness, but not detrimental. That 8 is not further supported. 3, 7, 11 are favorable. So Mars also we can give light green. Despite 8th house, we can give light green, but we have to keep it in mind, it has got 8th house. It is not being, it is not 8th lord. It is not 8th sublord. Only occupant, that is not further supported by the CST. I think you are able to understand. Rahu, 11th occupant, 1, 6, 7, 10. So Rahu also blue only. Blue is many because these houses are supportive houses. So, I mean, with good houses, we can give blue. It is going to be good only. And Jupiter, second lord, fourth lord occupying 11, 4, 8, 12 star lord, and 3, 9 cuspal sublord. 3 and 9 cuspal sublord is good. 12th star lord also good. And 8 is indicating some obstacles. 4 is also supportive. And because we are talking about abroad travel for studies. 2, 4, 11, this is good for studies. And 3, 9, 9, it is support for travel. So this is going to be good only. We can give light green, not dark green because of the 8th house. I'm not giving dark green. I'm giving only light green. Saturn, 3 and 3, it is good. So we can give dark green. And Mercury, 8th Lord, 10th Lord occupying 11th house, 1-9 star Lord, 2-8-11 cuspal sublord. It is having mixed signification. 8, 2 and 8, it is not good. Though it is having some favorable houses, but 2 and 8 is present. So we can give it a light ray to differentiate, or no other planet has got pink. So we can give pink to differentiate, because it is having both favorable and unfavorable. So now you can see many planets are having green. 1, 2, 3, 4 planets are having green, and remaining planets are having that blue maximum. Only Mercury having mixed. Even here also look at the grouping. Any planets are having in self-significance itself strong grouping. Yes, Moon is having, and Mars 12 and 3, 7, 11 it is having, and Jupiter is having 3 and 9 cuspal sublord with the 11th house. So these Jupiter and Mars and Moon are having, others are having that 11th house strongly. So if these other planets are having got these planet in their supports, they will also get their strength. Correct? So that is way, I mean, we can find in the support planets. Now let me set colors, and we'll go to the home page, and we will check the destiny planets, and also we will check the dasa periods. Now let us go to the home page and do the examination on the EPS tables. EPS tables, yes. Now let me open that significators, and 9th Lord Moon. 9th Lord also 12th sublord. So let us check Moon now. Moon is 9th Lord and also 12th sublord and 4th sublord. Moon, in the star of your planet, Sun is blue color, 11th house. And 12th level planet, Mars is another key planet. And sublord is Saturn, another key planet. So that way, Moon is in the star and sub-level, it is indicating favorable houses, supportive for that travel abroad. So promise is present. And 9th sublord planet is Jupiter. Jupiter is 9th sublord, also 3rd sublord, and 2, 4, 11. This is for the purpose of education. It is indicating 2, 4, 11 is supportive. And star lord and 12 level all are Jupiter only. Sublord planet is indicating some mixed signification. It is not completely unfavorable. It is not completely favorable also, because 8 and 2 and 8 houses are present, and 11 is favoring. Suppose Jupiter is passing ruler link to Mercury. Let us check whether you can see Jupiter, Venus, Rahu, Sun, Mercury, all are conjoined. So Jupiter will get the impact of the Mercury, and Jupiter planet will pass its influence to the Mercury. So that way, Mercury, not only Jupiter, Mercury having all other planet, Rasi Lord, Venus, it's a good planet, and blue planet, and which are the other favorable key planets? Sun, not Sun, Moon, no, not Moon. Moon is not there. Rahu. Rahu is also a blue color planet only. And yeah, Jupiter is the planet which is favorable K planet. It is giving support to the Mercury, and Mercury in the star of Mars. That Mars is another key planet. You can see Mars is aspecting to the all these planets. Mars is aspecting to them. So that way, that is also passing ruler link. This is also passing ruler link. So 9 sublord planet also is promising for the traveling abroad despite some weakness. So it is indicating that promise of travel abroad is present, the two for the education. It is present, right? Now we have to check the Dasa Lord. At the time of that, when that native completed his undergraduation, Rahu Dasa, Rahu Bugdi was running. Rahu Dasa, Rahu Bugdi, Venus Antra, when it was running, he completed. Actually, Ketu Antra itself, I mean, he's almost completed, and during Venus Antra, he got the degrees. So Ragu Dasa, Rahu Bugdi, Venus Antra, whether it is able to support him for travel abroad. He has been trying for abroad travel for higher studies after his completion of the degree in the within March April 2016. He wanted to go abroad in the same year. So Venus was running up to October. After that, the sun is coming. So whether Rahu is favorable, if Rahu is strong enough, then only Rahu Bukti itself favorable. When Rahu Bukti is enough, then within that, whether Venus is supportive, we have to check. So Rahu planet, because of the Karaga planet, we cannot take it that to occupying the Aries sign also it is fine, but we have to see whether Rahu star level, sub level, it is having the good key planets. Rahu is having star lord and 12 level planet Jupiter. So Jupiter is there. This good key planet is present. And 12 level planet also Jupiter and sublord is Saturn. Saturn also good key planet. So that Rahu in the star and Sabba favorable key planet. If you look at Jupiter 2, 4, 11, all good key planet up to the sublord. CSL, if you check, all having favorable key planet. Sublord also is favorable. Star lord of the sublord, again Rahu is coming. So now that what do you call that Rahu planet occupying the 11th house and Lagna sublord, it is supportive for the Lagna's satisfaction. Lagna, it is supportive for the Lagna's activities to get success. All these things, star level, sub level planet are supportive for the travel abroad also. For studies, you can see 4, 11 moving towards 3 and 9. Now, what is missing? 12th sublord. 12th sublord is which planet, or 12th lord which planet? 12th lord is Mars and 12th sublord is Moon. 9th lord and 12th lord Moon. So where, let me open the South North Indian chart. Just a minute. We have to check whether the that Mars and Moon are connected. So you can see these Rahu and Rahu, Jupiter all conjoined, all are having that ruler link, and Mars is aspecting to Jupiter, Rahu. That way that Mars is connected. Mars is aspecting to them through the from the sign of Moon only. That is also indirectly connected. But moreover, Rahu is indirectly conjoined with the Moon. Moon is present here and Rahu is present here. So indirectly conjoined with the Moon. So that way, all the planets, all the significator, all the key planets are connecting to the Rahu star level, sub level also favorable, and also strongly talking about 4 and 11 houses. So Rahu Dasa, Rahu Bukti itself is strong enough to favor for the abroad travel for studies. Let us check that Antra. So Rahu, he completed in Ketu or in Venus, he completed that Venus is running up to the October. So within that October, he wanted to travel abroad, whether Venus is favorable. Which are the favorable key planets in Rahu? Rahu is signifying 11, representing Venus. That we have to keep it in mind. And Jupiter and Saturn are playing role here, right? And Rahu and Venus are also conjoined. You can see that Venus is having 6, 7, 11, and 5. It is supportive, blue color planet, and star lord and 12 level sublord all are same, because Rahu and Venus are present. Rahu and Venus are in close degrees, 21 degree, 22 degrees. So Rahu is conjoined with Venus. That is the Bukti lord, Antara lord of the Rahu also. Star level, sub level are the same planets and also under the influence of the Mars and also Moon. So that way this is enough. It is strong enough to support. So during that Rahu Dasa, Rahu Bukti, Venus Antra itself, that native can travel abroad. So let us examine the further period. Rahu Dasa, Rahu Bukti, Venus Antra. There was a question whether in August month or in the 9th month, that is September month, that native can travel abroad. So they were thinking of traveling abroad in the August month, because that September, prior to the September, he wanted to move. So the question is coming whether Jupiter Sukshma is better or Saturn Sukshma is better. So how to check that? Jupiter and Saturn, if you check, which is comparatively better, which has got some weakness, which is the favorable key planets of the Dasa and Bugdi and Antra. Of course, Jupiter is there and Saturn also there, right? Jupiter also there, Saturn also there. Here, both the planets are the same. But here you can see Jupiter itself is playing sublord is Mercury, Mercury having got some weakness. And Jupiter also having that 8th house, 8th house, 8th house, all are coming. So it is indicating some weakness. And also the good key planet of the Dasa Bugdi, Rahu, Venus, because the planet which is repeated in Dasa Bugdi and Andhra is Rahu, Venus. So Rahu is coming. So when Rahu is coming, that is a good key planet occupying the 11th house. Its role is also important. That is also not present here. But whereas you take Saturn, Saturn is the one of the key planet which is supporting to the Venus, making favorable. Venus and Rahu also. Saturn is the star of Rahu itself, good key planet, and representing Venus. 12th planet Jupiter is coming, and again Saturn is coming. So Saturn and 3, 3, 11 and supported by sublord, all are favorable. So obviously that Saturn is posted. Saturn is where, how come Saturn is supportive? Just a minute. Where Saturn is posted? Saturn is posted in bone sign, and Saturn is aspected by the Jupiter by fifth aspect, and Mars also aspecting to Saturn. So Saturn is getting the impact of the Jupiter also, Saturn is getting the impact of the Mars also. It is free from the trouble-giving planets that Mercury is not strongly playing role. So that need to travel abroad. Let me tell the date, what date he traveled abroad. He traveled abroad on 6th September 2016. Let me note it down. 6/9/2016 traveled abroad. So that time he was running 6/9. So in Saturn Sukshma. So Rahu Dasa, Rahu Bugdi, Venus Antra, Saturn Sukshma, he traveled abroad for pursuing higher studies. Just a minute. What are the periods? So Rahu, Venus, and Saturn. Let us check the transit, whether how the transit was there, whether it is also supportive. 6/9/2016. Jupiter, let us check Jupiter and Rahu's transit. These are all important. And Sun transit also we can check. And Dasa Bugdi, Venus and Saturn also we can check. Where Jupiter is present. Jupiter is in the sign of Virgo. If you see that Jupiter is conjoined with Mercury and Venus, and we have to check whether Jupiter in the natal chart, chart, it is supportive to the, it is influencing the 3, 9, 12 houses. Jupiter is aspecting to the 3rd house by 5th aspect, right? And Jupiter is aspecting to the moon, that is 9th lord, right? Moon is there in the Taurus sign in the natal chart. 9th lord is moon. Jupiter is aspecting to the 9th lord also. It is aspecting to the 3rd house also. These are all important houses. That is good. And Rahu, where is Rahu present? Rahu at the time of travel, Rahu in the sign of Sun and in the star of Venus. So Venus is our key planet, because supporting key planet, and Venus is in the star of Jupiter. So that way, Rahu in the star of Venus and sub of Rahu itself. Rahu represents Venus. So that way it is also supportive. And Venus and Saturn. Let us check Venus. Venus is in the sign of, Venus is in the sign of Mercury. Mercury in the star of Mars. That is our green color planet. It is a good key planet, right? And Venus is in the sign of Mercury in star of Moon. Moon is a good key planet that already we studied. Now, let me close this one. Just a minute. Where is it? Yeah, we can see Venus is in the star of Moon, sub of Jupiter. Venus is in the star of Moon is a good key planet, and sub of Jupiter is another good key planet, and Venus is conjoined with the Jupiter also. So that Jupiter is also favorable, and Saturn, Sukshma only traveled abroad. Where is Saturn? Saturn is in the 12th house as per degree in the natal zodiac. In the natal chart, it is there in the 12th house. And Saturn is conjoined with the Mars, that is 12th lord. And Saturn is in own star. Saturn is in one star. It is Saturn is 3 significator and sub of Jupiter. Jupiter is a good key planet. So the transit also supportive, and Jupiter transit also supportive, and all the ruling, key planets. The Dasabhukti periods are also in the star of the key planets, and of course that let us check Sun also. Sun in the sign of Sun, and Sun in the star of Venus. So Venus is our one of the good key planet, and Venus is the Bukti Lord also, and Antra Lord also. Venus is in the star of Jupiter. So that way the key planets will be playing role in the supports. Sorry, not in supports, in transit also that key planets will be playing role, that we have to keep it in mind. So this native traveled abroad on as per his wish, that since the Dasa Lord also strongly favorable, the two Rahu planet itself in own Bukti, and all 11th house connected, and significance also very good, and key planets also playing role in own Bukti, and Antra also positively the same. Within that Antra, it is also supportive. Within the same Antra, after his completion of the degree, he traveled abroad for higher studies. I think you're able to understand, and we'll see in the next video. Before that, I forgot to tell you that if you see in this chart, just I forgot to show you something in this chart. Let me show that. We were talking about that Rahu, no? Rahu, whether it is favorable or not, Rahu Dasa. If you check the Rahu Dasa, if you take Rahu, we have taken Rahu as a good key planets because Rahu is good and star lord, these are all planets good. But if you take only Kaspal lordship and occupying house, Rahu is 11th occupant, and star lord Jupiter 2, 4, and 11, and 2, 11, also 2, 4, 11, and sublord is 3 and 3. So there is no 9th house or there is no 12th house are signified, only talking about 4 and 11, 4 and 11, and 3 and 3. 3 means it is not indicating, we cannot say 3 can indicate the travel abroad. 3 means travel. We can say it will be short duration or just to making a journey itself is third house. But there is no 9, 12 houses in the Kaspal lordship and occupying house. If you take, even if you take the in KP significator also, if you take, if you look at the Rahu significations, Rahu, if you take, where is Rahu? Rahu planet, yes, 11, 2, and 4. If you take the star lord Jupiter, also 11, 4, and 2. Sublord Saturn, 11 and 3. So it is talking about 3 and 11 only. It is not talking about 9th house, 12th house significator are not indicated by the Rahu. So it can support, but in Rahu Bhukti, Rahu Dasa, Rahu Bhukti itself, how it can support for travel abroad. So that will not be able to decide if you look at only the Kaspal lordship and occupying house. And you can check the Venus, that is the Antra Lord, 11, 2, 4, 6, and 7. 11 is okay. 11 means that many planets are there, occupant of the 11th house. So many planets will have, all the planets except Mars. All planets are having 11, 11, 11 because that are occupying the 11th house. All are signifying 11th house. 11 means it is supportive to the Lagna for all the activities. But for what event? For even for the abroad travel also, that it is going to be supportive or not? depending on the other houses. That's what we are not able to come to any conclusion just with the signification. Venus in the star of Jupiter, 11, 2, 4, 6, 7. Sublord Saturn, Saturn is 11 and 3. There is no 9, 12 significator. 9 significators different, sun, 12 significators different. So, but those planets did not favor for the event. Only during that, Rahu itself is supported. How, what are missing? Check the self-signification left to right up to the CSL if you take. This is the source 2, 4, 11 favoring for the travel abroad for studies. Also, it is supportive for the professional prospects. Also, 3 and 9 is good, supported by the Saturn. And along with that, the conjunction aspect, all these things we have to check it. Right. So without checking those impact and just taking only CL and OCC, definitely we will miss the signification. We will not able to decide. That's what I wanted to tell. Then I forgot to tell these significations, and I think you would have understood. So we will meet in the next example. Good luck. Thank you.